These residents from the Wakefield section came prepared for the New York City Comptrollers Sanitation and Property Tax Town Hall at the Albert Tuitt Senior Education Campus, located at 921 East 228th Street.
People come and they put their personal garbage. You have the homeless going through papers scattered all over the place.
Some of the problems were new and others needed to be revisited, like this one from a resident who lives directly next to the school that has a noise vent directed at her window.
I can't sleep at night.
Familiar with the problem, principal of the school, Zenobia Decruz, shared she mentioned this to an engineer before COVID who came to muzzle the sound, but with COVID, attention may have been divided in monitoring its progress.
I'm glad she mentioned it again. I definitely will revisit again. We'll definitely talk to the custodian.
And with property taxes a major concern, District Manager of Community Board 12, George Torres, shared the homeowners are here to get informed.
People are worried that, that equates to higher tax bills and property bills for the constituents, but the city has a cap on that, so it doesn't accelerate as quickly as most people think, which is always a good thing. But it's always good for people to be in the know.
The tax treatment of homeowners in New York City is very inequitable.
Comptroller Lander, in using this graph, outlined that homeowners in Southeast Queens, Staten Island, Eastern Brooklyn, and the Northeast Bronx pay a higher tax rate than others across the city, and it's something he'd like to see change.
What we're trying to do is communicate that we can make changes. There is a reform proposal, and if we can build a citywide coalition, then we can make that change. It's going to be hard work. We got to get change in Albany. We got to get change at City Hall. But change isn't going to happen if we don't organize together, do town halls like this. And so that's what we're trying to do tonight. And a lot of good questions and answers, but very broad support for property tax reform.
Meanwhile, Byrnes promised to work with each resident on the issues raised, including a growing number of cases involving garbage being dropped off in vacant lots.
It's a dumping in areas that have been deserted. It's a dumping alongside of the New England Threeway, which goes through the 12th district. It's a dumping that's happening around that area around Co-op City.
Proposing the installation of cameras to these areas, Byrnes shared she's prepared to address all the complaints raised.
They will get dispatched to enforcement, to collections, to our derelict vehicles unit, to our lot cleaning unit, and each of those different parts of sanitation will dig in and see what we can do to help all of the constituents tonight.
And for overflowing garbage bins along White Plains Road, she's encouraging the public to call 311 to arrange for a pickup. In the Wakefield section, Arlene Mukoko for BronxNet.